I'll begin recording. Okay. So like I said, I cannot see myself. Hopefully I'm centered in the screen. And then you can see behind me, I emailed you about this, some big pillows and then some throw pillows. So I have two big throws and I have two small throws. If you don't have big throw pillows, you can just get a bunch of bed pillows. So, yeah, you know, just getting all this news from out here, thinking about all of you who are back in Minneapolis, I can't even imagine. So good time to have a yoga practice. And then, as you know, in the email, a couple people reached out and said, which by the way, anyone can do this at any time. Just, send me an email, um, asking about the possibility of doing kind of more of a slow and gentle practice, given the situation, kind of a more, uh, shall we call it tender practice? Okay, good. I am recording. Um, so that's what we will do. And then also for our Shavasana, and I had been thinking about this before I even had the people reach out, of doing a really nice um, heart opener. Hang on, other people are coming, so I may need to repeat. And I also want to turn off the ringer on my phone. Okay. Okay, so here we are. And as I said to everyone else who's been on here for a while, hey, Mary, Stacy, Brenda, okay, there's Karen, here we go. Um, I wish I could give some words of wisdom, but these are such hard times. And in these hard times, we have to make certain choices. And, you know, one of the choices could be to take care of yourself because this stuff is so heavy and coming so freaking fast that it's so easy to get emotionally buried in this, buried in anger and buried in fear and all that stuff. And that's, my God, that's so understandable. Um, but on the other hand, we're not very useful for what we're going to need to do to move forward. If we allow ourselves to get buried. So take care of yourselves. One of the ways you're doing it is being here tonight, and I'm really happy that you are. So we're going to do some stuff, slower stuff. It's not going to be a yin practice. Not that slow, not that. We're not going to hold that long, but it's going to be with my intention is it's a heart opener. So in the body, you have your chakras, right? Your energy centers. They're associated with physiologically the nervous system more than anything else. And the heart center, which is center of the chest, that is the fifth chakra, and it's a really important one because that's your emotional home. That's also the place where you give and receive love, and relationships, those kind of bonds. So it's a really powerful place to work on for change and for feeling better and for lifting, getting lighter in heart so that we can move forward here and, look at better times coming after we trudge through this stuff. So here we are. And it is 3:34. Oh, just a few things, just because this is a new session, new people. If you miss a class, if you miss a live stream, give me an email, say, I missed it, please send me the recording. Usually I go down the list and whoever I remember wasn't there. Sometimes I don't always. I send it out, but a good idea to give me an email. Also, if you especially liked the class and you want a copy of it, I'll send you a recording. Eventually these do get dumped into my YouTube, but that can take a while. So, like I said, set up. And like I said, I can't see myself tonight. I don't know what I did, but I didn't set up properly, but I know that everyone can see me. I got two big pillows. I have two small pillows. You can also have a blanket. And one of the great things about being at home is you've got all these props, right? Right there at home. So I'm going to put a blanket here just in case I need it. The blanket really I put on for Shavasana if you want to just put that over yourself because we're going to want to get really relaxed for a heart opener. Okay, so we're going to start with some rib cage breath about the easiest way that you can access your inner peace and opening of the heart is to get nice and relaxed, to really fire up that parasympathetic nervous system, right? The relaxation portion versus the let's get excited and do stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna set up here. And the most important thing is you have to set up according to your body. We're going to do a really relaxing rib cage breath. So you want these pillows to start out just like under your shoulder blades so that you're nice and propped up. You could even put a little pillow under your head if you need to. Knees are bent, feet are into the ground. Now touch the sides of your rib cage at the bottoms of your rib cage and let them drop. Feel the lower back soften. If the rib cage is poking up, if those ribs are poking up to the ceiling and they won't fall back down, that means you need another pillow under your back. All right. I'm going to actually take a small pillow and put it under my head. Oh yeah, that just took my rib cage down big time. Why does the rib cage need to be down when we're doing this? Because that totally relaxes the organs in your lower torso and your pelvic floor. Now place your hands on either side of the rib cage, way down at the lower part. Inhale through the nose slowly. Feel the rib cage open. Exhale through the mouth as if you're blowing out 100 candles. That's how slow, all of it, all of it, all of it. When you get to the very end of that breath, draw back the abdominals and press it all out. That last little bit of exhale. Okay, here we go. Inhale. Through the mouth, exhale. Very end, squeeze the abdominals. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Send all the air out with that. Inhale, go at your own rhythm. Now just close your eyes and notice how the breath really, really takes down your whole system. I mean, there's a release right here, right? Feeling the heart soften. So we have the two parts of the nervous system, the sympathetic, let's get excited. We may need to run. Okay. And then we've got the parasympathetic, time to restore, time to take it easy. So you can just feel the parasympathetic nervous system igniting that relaxation response. So I also think it's important to know as you keep breathing, remember, breathe through the mouth, full exhale, draw on that abdominals for the last puff. So in these times, at least for me, I almost feel guilty if I don't, constantly think about it and watch and read and stay on top of it. It's almost like my civic duty, but I realize that really depletes me. And what good is one when one has no energy? Gotta We got to hold on to our vital energy. All right. Yeah, just let that rib cage relax. Nice breath here. Now, just check internally whether or not you're squeezing the shoulders or between the shoulder blades. Okay. And if you are, soften that. All right. All right. Now, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to do a really, really cleansing, physically and emotionally, breath. Okay? It's called a Kriya style breath. I will count the inhale. I will count at the top of the inhale where you will hold your breath, and then I will lead you through the exhale. So the entire in breath, holding the breath, and exhale is really relaxed and slow and long. All right, so just follow. Okay, mentally prepare for the Kriya breath, the inhale. And here we go, a nice, deep, easy inhale. Breathe 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain your breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow and full exhale for 6. 1, 2. Feel the ribs fall. 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw the abdominals down to squeeze out that last breath. Here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2. Yes, you are holding your breath. We're holding in that energy. 3, 4. Let the prana go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze it out. Okay, if you find that count too long, you can shorten it, but let's try one more. This time, as you're breathing up, I want you to visualize that you are breathing up from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. You're going to hold the breath up there, kind of locking it within the body from the top. And then when you exhale, you're going to travel down from the crown to the base of your tailbone. So we're kind of going up and down the spine here. So here we go, breathing in that energy, that light. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. A slow and thorough release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Release your hands from your ribs, palms up, and just close your eyes and hang out here. Okay, so feel your rib cage open for the inhale, soften for the exhale. Now feel your heart lift for the inhale. And feel your heart drop down gently with the exhale. Inhale, heart lifts gently, center of the chest. Exhale, heart drops gently back toward the earth. One more. Inhale, heart opens and lifts. And exhale, it releases. All right, take your knees to your chest, give yourself a hug, release the lower back, even though we've really put no pressure on it. Rock side to side here, cross at the ankles, and let's come on up. Okay, you can move your pillows to the side. You know what? No, I want to do something else. We're not going to come up. Let's do something else before. Let's really get even more into chest openers. So take your two big pillows, put them down a little lower, because what you're going to want to do is put your little pillow, one or two of them, at the top. And this time, what you're aiming for is opening the chest. Arms are in a T position. Let's keep the knees bent. So the head's falling back just a little bit from the back of those big pillows, dropping into a small one. Palms are up. And I just want you to feel what the chest opener is all about. So we're going to do some asanas tonight where we're going to get this feeling in the chest happening. It's a nice heart opener. So every time you exhale, let your wing bones drop down into the pillows. So again, parasympathetic system gets a little toning here, but we've also added a heart opener. All right, now you can roll off those pillows to the side. Put them to the side. And come into table pose. Very weird to be looking at the screen and not seeing myself. If anybody does not see me, if I'm not positioned properly, let me know because I have no idea. I did set it up when I first started when I could see myself. Okay, those fingertips are spread apart. You're pressing deeply into the edges of the palms, especially the outer edges of the palms. And then your neck is in alignment with the rest of your spine. Now, as you press into those palms, notice how you're widening and opening that space between your shoulder blades. So shoulder blades need to be nice and supple and open in order for the heart center, which is right in front of them, to be open. So let's just get a feeling of what that's like to open the upper back by pressing into the hands. Now press the hips back toward the heels. If you want to curl your toes, go ahead. If you want to get a little extra toe stretch. Okay, there's the spine. There it is. Drop your head. Roll your tail just a teeny. Drop your head some more. Breathe here. Take that breath up and down your spine, just like we did when we were flipped over on the pillows. You can take it from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. Relax your neck. Drop your elbows straight down into the mat. Lift your heart. Point it forward. Okay, feel that nice curve in the upper back. Okay, feel as if someone is pressing right between your shoulder blades and kind of pressing forward toward your heart. There, now you've got some more. Now press more firmly into the hands and feel as if you're dragging them back toward your heels. Now glide forward. Lift the heart when it comes between the hands. Tail is lifted. And look, you're in cow pose. Press into the hands in cow pose. Bend the elbows back just slightly. Press the heart forward some more. It's kind of hard to really access the heart as easily as we did when we had the heart propped open, but you can feel it. Okay, stay right where you're at. Uncurl your toes if you've curled them. Roll just your tail under. Feel your lower back begin to tuck under. Feel that nice curl, that coil you're creating in the lower back. Now, let the spine, one vertebrae at a time, lift up to the ceiling. It's like a wave coming up your back. Now your head drops. And now you've got this big upside down U. Press into the hands, make it bigger. Going to move into cow pose slowly, segmentally. Bend the elbows back, just a little micro bends. Now begin to uncurl that tail. Now we're going to coil it up instead of down toward the earth. Now we're going to press into the bottoms of the palms, send the heart forward between the collarbones, lift from the crown of the head. Take a few breaths here. All right, curling the tail, just feel the tail curl. Feel the lower back curl. Yeah. Now lift the spine, one little vertebrae at a time, up to the ceiling. Make space between the shoulder blades. Drop your head. It's a really slow cat and cow. Feel it. Now curl your toes. Now press your hips back toward your heels. Press your hips down toward your feet to open up the bottoms of your toes. Press your hands forward like you want to press the front of your mat away from you so the torso is long and strong here. Now, put a couple rib cage breaths in here. Yeah, another one. And come back up to table pose here. Uncurl your toes. Take the left hand in just a few inches. We're going to thread the needle with the right arm first. So right arm lifts to the ceiling. The hand goes behind the wrist. The palm is up. You're coming down to the ground, dropping into that right shoulder. Okay. Feels awkward when you first get in it. Some of the awkwardness kind of relieves itself, disappears a bit as you breathe into this. And then you can take your left arm either up to the ceiling, catching raindrops with the palms, or you can bind that arm. Breathe into that shoulder. Left hand into the mat. Straighten the left arm to release the right. Okay, rearrange your table again. Get your architecture. Everything nice and set up. Now the right hand comes in an inch or two. Left arm sweeps up, comes through. Palm up, drop into that left shoulder. Come on down. You can bring your right arm up. That's an option. You can bind that right arm, another option, or just find a place for the right arm where you can kind of get it out of the picture. Because this is all about the left shoulder. Right hand back into the mat in front of your face. Straighten that arm to release the other. And curl your toes. Come on up to standing. Come to the center of your mat. And come on up. Okay, so I can't remember if we did this. I found it from this guy on YouTube, and I just love it. He calls it the Chi Machine. His background is martial arts. But I was playing with stuff today that just felt like good releases across the chest, and I think this is a good one. So first we start with the Chi Machine, and then we're going to add on. What's the Chi Machine? It's a double boom boom with the heels. Also really good for osteoporosis, right? Going to kind of bang the heels into the ground. Now, that double movement up and down is just a way to get some movement through the body so you can kind of get the arms going. Sometimes I'm doing one, sometimes two. He does it with two. You got to kind of get into the rhythm. Now, Begin to take that right arm back and then the left one. I'm just going to do one here, one beat with the heels. Okay, now take the arm across and back, one arm at a time. Let's do the right and make a figure 8. Okay, so I was looking for something that's really open and free, right? The opposite of closed and restricted. So as you're doing this, feel a nice big opening across the front of the chest. Other side. So just look for your figure 8. You're making a big 8 on the left side. Okay, now we're going to go across. Actually, let's go wider. Let's do more squat. So come across here and then come across here. Bend that right knee when you go to the right. Bend the left knee when you go to the left. Really bend that elbow now. Draw it back. Feel an opening across the shoulder, across the chest. And stay in your squat position. All right, now palms are facing each other. Okay, we're sitting in a little chair in squat position. Now lift your chest toward the ceiling slowly. Let your head fall back a little bit. Let your arms fall back. And now begin to come forward. Round your upper back. Drop your arms in front of you between your legs and drop down slowly. Slowly, slowly. If you can get your fingertips to touch the ground, great. Now we're coming up again. Back is beginning to straighten. Those arms feel like 2 heavy weights. Now the arms slowly come behind. We lift the chest. There's your heart opener. And we rest our head on a little pillow that's invisible. And we breathe into the chest and we lift the chest up toward the ceiling, but we let the shoulders drop down toward the earth. Okay, now we begin to straighten. Feel those shoulder blades come down and forward. Now the arms come forward and we're making a nice drop forward with a big open back. Stay down here. Now sweep the arms right and left. Now begin coming up with the arms sweeping right and left. Now begin bringing the arms to the side and just let those arms be so free and so soft that they're smacking you. Your hands are smacking your body every time they come across. Okay, we're getting the shoulders, right? The shoulders are the heart's neighbor. So if shoulders are tight, the heart is restricted. All right, back to center here. Inhale, straighten. Star pose here, lift up. Lift up some more. Press into the outer edges of the feet. Now take the arms to the side. Feet are forward, toes are forward or toe in. Rotate those palms back. Bring the pinkies forward. Internal rotation. Push out through the fingertips. Feel this in the shoulders, everyone. Keep that. They sometimes call it, believe it or not, irradiation. When you're working the joint that deeply, press out. Press out as you're pressing the thumb back and the pinkies forward. Feel that. Now the hands begin to come forward. Feel the arm bones. They're turning back. That's called external rotation of the shoulders. You're trying to get the palms back behind you. Okay, now the shoulder blades are coming together. You bring your arms back, palms are up. Now you bend your elbows, bring them back toward each other, and you lift the chest toward the ceiling. Straighten the arms, straighten the torso. Bring the arms back behind you, palm to palm. Bend the elbows, clasp hands, intertwine fingers. Straighten the arms as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Notice what you just put in here. Yes, a chest opener. And we are going to fall forward, hinging from the hips with our heart open here. We're coming down, but our heart stays open. Yeah, descent, descent right here. Nice. Fingertips up toward the ceiling. Nice inversion here. Nice and restorative. Squeeze those shoulders. Press those knuckles up to the ceiling. Ready? Bend the knees straight ahead. Sit in a little chair. You're in a really wide chair position. Arms come straight ahead. Palms are facing each other, and just a little pulse right here. Okay, getting the thighs in the picture now. Getting the hips in the picture. Now stand straight up as you bring your arms up. Open them up. Lift the chest to the ceiling. And come back to standing position. Feet under your hips, about hip distance apart. Okay, bend the knees again. Come in chair pose. Hands to Namaste Mudra. Bring it to your heart. Twist it to one side. Get the elbow locked into the side of that leg and twist. Those of you who like to open the arms, open them up. Those of you who like to bind, bind it. Hands back in the mudra at your heart. Swivel back to center. Lift up to the ceiling. Open those arms. Swan dive forward. You are hinging from your hips. Take it upside down and enjoy this. So let everything be released. Now, this is a good one to release mental tension. If you can just imagine all that noise falling from the top of your head into the earth, just recycle all that. Let that all go. Bending the knees, arms come forward, chair pose again. Hands in Namaste Mudra, bring it to your heart and turn to the other side. Lock that elbow into the side of the thigh. Those of you who want to spread those wings, go for it. Those of you who want to bind, go for it. Hands back to the mudra. Take it back to center as you grow up slowly. Take your time. Blossoming at the top, opening up. Hinging from the hips as you drop down. Another inversion, another restoration right here. Drop it from the head. Release. All right. Then walk your hands forward and your feet back and look for your down dog. Okay, so rather than think ahead, like, oh, what's she going to do now? Where are we going to go from here? Instead of that, what if you really dropped into the dog here? Drop into your dog. Feel the extension of your spine and your arms and your legs. Everything's so wide open. Come onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees just a little bit. Press your hands forward. Drive your chest back towards your legs. Drop your head. Now straighten your legs. Cycle 2 or 3 nice big breaths through this. Take your left foot just off center of your mat. Lift your right foot up for three-legged dog. Again, press those hands forward, chest back. Hips are facing the ground. They're not open to the side yet. Flex your right heel. Lift it a little higher. Feel the back of the left leg open up with that move. Press out through the right heel and pulse it. Look forward gently. Take the right foot forward between your hands. Make sure your feet are on different tracks and your right knee is over your right ankle. Press that left heel back to open the calf muscles and send the right arm forward. Reach the right arm forward some more. Feel the scapula, feel the wing bone move with that reach. Keep the left leg nice and straight as you lift the right arm to the ceiling and rotate in your lunge. Breathe here. Bend the elbow and press it back as you turn your chest to the right. Now release, take that right hand back down into the ground. Shimmy the left toes back as far back as you can get them. Deep, deep, deep in your lunge. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Look forward. Press your hips forward. You did not put the, or I shouldn't say you didn't, but try not to put your knee down quite yet. Now put your knee down. Top of your foot. Come up to the fingertips as you lift your torso. Hands to the top of that right leg and press the hips forward. Hands back down, curl the left toes, lift the left knee off the mat. Look back at the left foot, put it in about 45-degree direction and slightly forward here, looking for a warrior foundation, and come up into warrior one. And lifting up some more here. Sending the arms out to the sides, palms facing down. Reach out through the fingertips very strongly. Feel this in the upper arm muscles. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Reach, reach, reach. Now turn the palms back, pinkies forward. Now slowly bring the arms back, and as you do, feel what happens across the chest as those shoulder blades slide toward each other. Palms facing each other, send the heart forward. You're like an arrow shooting love forward here. Strong. Straighten the right leg. Press the shoulders and the fingertips down to the ground really firmly. So it's all isometric. You're really pressing firmly down toward the ground. Bend the right knee again. Send the arms up. Lift up. Send the right arm forward. Bring the top of the hand into the inner thigh. Lift the left arm. Okay, left glutes are active, so squeeze the left butt cheek. And if you squeeze it enough, you're going to feel that inner thigh get into the picture as well. And once you get that good squeeze, sit a little lower. Now take that left arm back. Ooh, feel the left chest open. Turn that left palm down toward the left leg. Lift the right arm as the left arm drops. Take 3 big ribcage breaths right here. Feel the stability of your pose. Feel the power of your pose. Release both arms, right arm forward, left arm back. Now you're in warrior two. Reach out toward your drishti, toward that right middle finger. Don't come down yet. Just use the legs. Press into both feet. Press into the outer edge of that back foot. Press into the tripod of that front foot. Drop the right arm. Lift the left. Okay, and for you binders, you're in a position where you can put a bind in this. Release that bind. Left arm comes over the ear. Intense side stretch. Now, as you're stretching here, reach out through the left fingertips and feel how the left waist opens. Reach some more. Attention to the left waist. Feel that. Now, cartwheel up, warrior two again. Straighten the right leg, turn the right toes forward and the left toes forward. We're going to come down here, invert in a wide leg. Hands come down to the ground, crown drops, and just hang here between your legs, nice and relaxed. Okay, what if you put a ribcage breath in here, upside down? Try it, see how that feels. Those ribcage breaths are big. They're like so much more efficient than the regular way we typically breathe. Give yourself another gulp of air with a nice big opening in the ribs. And exhale, straighten both arms. Walk your hands forward. Now drop your head between your arms, press back. Make sure that you're not dropping into the inner part of the feet, that you're not pronating. Instead, press into the outer edges of the feet, keeping as much arch as you can. Gliding your body forward. Walking your hands back to your mat. Okay, turning your right foot facing forward. Lift the left heel, turn those toes facing forward, and scooch that foot over so you can get into pigeon pose. Of course, if you're on your back, you've got your right ankle at the top of your left thigh. You're grabbing under your left thigh, taking it toward you. And if you're on the back, make sure you have your chin toward the chest while you're doing all that. Dropping down and feeling the right hip open. Adding breath awareness to the pose. Trying to stay within the experience of the hip release. So what I mean by that is when a pose feels especially good, the mind can kind of start being like, oh, this is great, man. I'm going to go like into thinking about whatever, right? Fine, that's an option. But if you want to deepen your practice, just lead the mind back to the breath and the feeling of the pose. Be very aware of how it feels. I mean, really notice. Be really precise in your attention. So we talked about emotional release. Hips hold a lot of emotional stuff, especially old stuff, old memories. So here we get to open the hip and let that all be released. Slowly lift up, take the left leg forward, right knee out to the side. Gosh, I'm just thinking it's been so long since I've done yoga. This feels great. Okay, Left leg forward, right knee to the side. You've got that left leg coming right out of the hip here. Now, come forward just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit, and then scoot your left leg a little bit back. Then bend your elbows and drop over that leg. Just melt over it. And then eventually you get to the point where you're not going to get any closer to the leg. And that's where you just hang out. You give up the effort and you just start really feeling the pose. We've got a right lower back opener here. We've got a left back leg opener. So, and slowly lift up from there. Take your left leg back, hips facing the mat again. Curl the left toes, lift the left knee, come on up, and find your down dog again. So again, no hurrying through the dog and no leaving your body. Stay in your body. Feel the dog. A lot of really great extension. Right foot comes in, left leg comes up. Press the chest back. Flex the left heel, lift it a little higher. Press back some more with the chest and begin to pulse that leg up there. Just little pulses, but strong ones. Heel stays flexed. Now look forward between your hands. Left leg comes forward. Left foot into the mat. Left knee over the left ankle. Make sure you're on different tracks with your feet. All right. Right hand comes a little closer to that left foot. Left arm reaches forward. Reach. Press the right heel back. Lift that arm up to the ceiling for twist and rotation. Keep the right knee straight. There's a tendency to begin getting lazy in that back leg. Keep using it. Straighten it. Squeeze the right glutes. Bend the elbow. And here comes that left chest opener. Now bring the arm back down, hand back into the mat, hips facing the mat again. Scooch the right toes back as far back as you can get them. Okay, don't bring the knee to the ground yet, but look forward and send the hips forward. So you're starting to release that hip flexor here. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Now gently, right knee to the ground and the top of the right foot. Come to the fingertips. Take the hand to the top of the leg. Soften the shoulders. Press the hips forward. Deeper into the hip flexor now. Release that. Curl the right toes. Lift the right knee off the ground. Look back there at that right foot. Bring it forward a bit and turn it out about 45. Look for a foundation. Remember, you're on different train tracks. Come up, warrior one. Lift up to the ceiling. Take your arms to the sides, palms down. Reach out through the fingertips. Keep the shoulders low. Reach, reach, reach. It's an internal shoulder activation. Okay, now slowly bring the arms back and behind, palms facing each other. Squeeze the shoulders together. Excuse me, the shoulder blades. Now you got your heart open and just send the heart forward from here. Okay, and come up. All right. Take the, oh, I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly what I did, but that's okay. I'll get close. Okay, reach out, warrior two. Drop that right arm. Lift the left. I think this was it. I think I just kind of threw in reverse warrior here. Now warrior two. Okay. Okay, you're gazing just beyond that middle left finger. That's your drishti. That's your focal point. Let's kind of explore drishti. So as you're looking there, let that just keep you really focused within your body. As you focus on that point, let that bring focus within the body. Now, as you're focusing within the body, feel as if you want to squeeze your inner thighs together. You're going to feel probably a lot of muscles react to that demand. Okay, so let that make you even more stable. Now reach out toward your drishti. Press into the outer edge of the back foot, tripod of the front foot, tripod of the front foot. Oh my gosh, tripod of the front foot. Drop the right arm, excuse me, the left, lift the right. And those of you who want to do a bind, come into a bind. Release that bind. Take the right arm over your ear. Let's take a moment to feel this intense side stretch. Lock into the outer edge of your right foot. Okay. Now reach out some more through those right fingertips to unlock your right waist. Now cartwheel up. Warrior two. Warrior one. Come on down. We're doing pigeon on the left hip. So back toes facing forward. Front foot scooches to the right side of your mat. Knee to the left. Right leg goes straight back, not out to the side at all. Hips are level. You're coming down. If you are on your back, left ankle to the top of the right thigh. Grab underneath the right thigh. Bend those elbows. Bring it toward you to open your left hip. Here we are. Stay inside. Add maybe 2 or 3 rib cage breaths here. Finish it off with that. Those back ribs can really open in this position. And slowly release from that. Bring your right leg forward, left knee to the side. Line it up so the right leg is coming straight out from the right hip. So I just noticed I had my leg to the right on an angle. So I just repositioned it. And then you hinge forward. You're just hinging your back forward, keeping it straight. Flex your right heel, scooch it back an inch or two, and then come on down as you press that left knee down. Here you have access to the left lower back, back of the right leg. And once you hit that place where you know you're not going to go any more deeply, just soften there, surrender to the pose. And slowly lift and release from that. Bring your legs behind you. Come into table pose. Curl your toes, lift your hips, walk to the center of your mat. Okay, keep those legs at least hip distance apart, feet at least hip distance apart. Bend the knees, send your belly down toward your thighs, into it or between it. Drop your head, grab the backs of your ankles. Again, with the crown of the head facing the earth, you can use these poses to visualize, which, by the way, visualization is very strong, a very powerful tool. So use it to release any noise, any mental chatter. Just drop it. And we're going to slowly lift up. Let those arms dangle. Coming up nice and slowly. All right. So let's do some nice release with waterfall. So, okay, remember that boom, boom, chi machine? I don't know why I'm not able to do the 2 bumps today. Usually I do. Okay, but just get those arms going. And here we go. Inhale up, bend the knees, push back, exhale, release. Inhale, new stuff. Exhale, the used breath, all of it. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Use the filter of the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Stay down. Bend your elbows. Let your wing bones just slide apart. Gently clasp fingertips to the elbows. Drop your head. And just kind of swing back and forth like an elephant. Like the trunk of an elephant, just kind of side to side. Back to center. Release your elbows. Slowly roll up, letting those arms dangle. Palms facing forward. Shoulders drop. Eyes closed. Feel your energy. Okay, feel the part of you that animates your physical body, right? That's your spirit, your soul, your essence. And slowly bring the arms out to the sides and overhead. Feel the hands meet in Namaste, peace mudra. Bring it to the chest, to the heart center. Let your mudra drop into your heart. Let your elbows drop toward the ground. And take 2 big breaths right here. Grounded, centered. And just feel your inner peace, right? Underneath everything. And slowly make your way to the ground. We need to do a spinal twist. So let's go on our back for a bit. I want to do a little longer Shavasana tonight, but let's do a lower back twist rotation. That's kind of essential. Left leg straight, right knee up to the chest. Clasp over the shin, elbows out to the side. Press as deeply as you can. Soften your shoulders. So arm muscles are doing all the work, not the shoulders. Right arm out to the side in a T position. That palm is up. Left hand grabs the side of that right leg, draws it over your body, takes it to the left side, and you've got a nice big rotation here. Bend the right elbow. Make sure that right arm isn't higher than the shoulder. It should be lower. Okay. Now, I want you to notice something. Yes, we are definitely rotating lower back, but also notice how this pose opens the right chest and the right shoulder. Okay, so that's indirectly a heart opener. And release that leg back to center. Switch legs. Get the left knee up. Intertwine over that shin. Press it. Press, press, press. Release from the shoulders now. Concentrated in the arm muscles. Release the left arm, palm up. Right hand takes that bent knee across your body into the right side of your mat. Lower back rotation. Bend the left elbow a bit. There's the left shoulder, chest opener. And you can even send the breath up to the left chest to get it open some more. Notice if you're clenching the right shoulder. I was, and I just released it. Consider yourself lucky if you find the places where you're holding tension. I mean, you're just about there once you do that. And back to center here. Knees up to the ceiling. Press them to the chest. Legs straighten. Little V position. Bend the elbows. Happy baby. Get the insides of the feet. Keep the lower back connected to the mat. And just rock side to side. All right, cross at the ankles. Let's come up and take it over, because just like we needed to do a spinal rotation, we need to do a lower back strengthener, i.e. cobra. But first we're going to restore in crocodile. So palms are stacked, feet are toed in, head is resting on the hand. And here's a perfect spot to scan and notice if there's any places where you're holding tension. And if you are, just realize that you are, notice that spot, and just send some breath there. And typically, when you really stay there and observe, it just starts releasing. I'm not saying that it's going to all go away, but just that TLC that you're giving it. And then when you send the breath there, that's an added bonus. Palms chest level into the mat, feet are toed in. Lift the pubic bone, round it to the belly, drop it down again. And here we go. Those elbows are drawn in, and you're lifting your front body slowly off your mat using the back muscles. So press into the hands as little as possible. And then those of you who go from a cobra into a full back bend here, go for it. And if you're all the way up, really try to soften your pelvis to the ground. So get even more curve in that lower back, good for the discs. Coming down again, taking the weight out of the hands as soon as possible, drawing the elbows in toward the body. Touching your mat to the ground, coming up again. Lateral twist at the top if you want to. And bringing it back down. Forehead to the ground completes the last cobra, and then you turn your head to the side, release your arms, palms up. Take your arms a bit away from your body, bend your elbows. And then very slowly turning your head to the other side. Head back to center. Push up into table pose. And then from table pose, take it slowly back into child's pose, really slowly. Okay, take a few more breaths there. And if you're staying for Shavasana tonight, you can get into Shavasana pose. Okay, so here's where those little pillows can come in really handy. If you want to place one under your neck, that's a possibility. If you want to put one under your head, that's a possibility. Just don't have your head too high. A flat pillow would be better. Or if your lower back is tender tonight, you can place some pillows under your knees. Just get comfortable. And then you have a blanket you can cover with so you can get really cozy. So just experience your body right now as it is. The sensations, the emotions, the thoughts, your whole experience. So before we release, well, let me talk about what does emotional release mean? Emotional release refers to allowing the heavy emotions that we carry within us from past experiences, disappointments, current experiences, um, past pain, painful experiences, sadnesses, all of that, okay? All of that heavy kind of stuff, it can be released. However, we often consciously, usually unconsciously, hold on to it. Resentment. Why do we hold on to it? I haven't a clue. But I have this sense that it probably has something to do with feeling like if it belongs to us, if we carry it and we keep it ours, that we can still tell our same stories or uh, I probably don't want to go there, but there are many reasons. However, if we want inner peace and freedom, personal freedom, right? If we want that inner peace and that freedom, those things need to be dropped. need to be released gently. It's fine to feel all of that. That's part of the human experience. But then after that, it's good to clear it. So the first thing you do is you decide, okay, I want to let some of that go. Okay, and if you do want to, here we go. If you don't want to, you can use this just to relax. Just experience your breath. Don't try to change it or control it. Just notice your breath. The breath is very wise. It knows the way. You don't need to guide it. Just simply observe your breath. And of course, as you're doing that, other things will come into your awareness, thoughts and emotions and all that stuff. It's okay. They're just clouds. Just watch the clouds pass by. It's part of being human. Just guide your awareness back to your breath when you leave. And you'll notice when you stay with the breath, that's where you feel the most peace. Now take your awareness to your heart center. Just visualize a pink light at the center of your chest. Visualize that light growing stronger and radiating from your chest outward as you inhale and as you exhale. All right, so now when you inhale, take in that light. And when you exhale, feel as if you're exhaling and exhale through your mouth. Heaviness, sadness, fear, grief, resentment. Breathing in the light. Breathing out all those things that don't belong anymore. It's not that you'll never feel these things again, but you're just making some space for new experience. Getting more grounded, more whole. Now just imagine that you're taking all of these heavy emotions, and you're taking them to your heart. And your heart is so big, it is big enough to hold on to all of it with compassion. There's simply remnants of your experiences, that's all. So just feel your heart embrace these things with love, with compassion, embracing your experiences. And now just imagine, maybe see yourself taking these heavy things and putting them into a little boat on a small little lake. Okay, just a little miniature boat. Just piling them in there gently, carefully, respectfully. And then just send them off. And again, breathe in, breathe out through the heart center. So, of course, there's always going to be things that break our hearts, that try us, that make us angry and fearful. And again, that's just part of the human experience. It's to be expected. But then we really can release that in order to walk ahead, in order to learn and to grow, to evolve. So now just forget about the visualizing, forget about observing the breath. Just rest with your mind and your heart wide open. Feel a sense of gratitude for your life. I think it's important in this crazy, chaotic world that we hold on to the light, hold on to hope. So just feel your heart lift, lighter and freer. Now you can give more freely, love to yourself and love to those in your life. And if you have a prayer or intention or sankalpa that you'd like to plant within your meditation tonight, you can do that now. Take that seed to your heart. Again, your heart is big enough to hold that too. Next exhale, let that seed go. And just go back to being a body, the temple of your spirit, of your soul. Taking in the prana, the life, and exhaling what you don't need. slowly making your transition. And rolling to your side when you're ready. Everything slow and easy. And then coming to seated pose. Okay. Arms open wide. Feel that heart. Feel that heart wide open. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste. Okay, thank you, everyone. Hang in there. Um, yeah, for sure. Waiting, hoping for better days ahead. Absolutely. Okay, hang in there, my friends. My heart is with you. Hey, Chris.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, oh, look at that cute little heart flying. You're welcome. You're welcome, Julie. This is fun at the end.
Nice week.
Okay, and then I'll figure out was as long as you guys can see me though, we're good. I may no, I don't think I'll have to send a new link. I think I can edit this. I'm sure I'll be able to. Okay, have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
See you next week. You're welcome, Michelle.